joins us. Give him a big round of applause because we are going to be talking about an adult bento box. Listen, children's lunches are so fancy now that parents are sending their kids to school with these bento boxes, but I want one for myself.
I know, they're so cool.
So this is so cool. This is a grown-up lunch. You've got tacos in there and an incredible dessert, and we're going to walk you through the whole process
Well,
right
it's
now.
really easy to do. You know, you don't have to just have a sandwich. Come on, let's make this a little more exciting. But what I wanted to do was to add some flavor to a nice steak and make it like a taco out of it.
Okay.
So, of course,
love tacos.
you need the heat, so I got some chili in there. Actually, I knew you were here, so let's put
it all in.
All in there, right?
Why not?
But some fresh ginger. Ginger just gives you that nice little tang to it. And I think when you're eating, because this is going to be a cold steak taco, right? So be a little stronger on the flavor.
Okay.
When things cool down, they kind of mellow out a little bit.
Right.
So when you're making this, you're thinking, ooh, if you were going to serve this hot, put a little less in.
Okay,
you know,
that makes sense. And ginger, too, what a great time of year for that.
I love it.
It's cold and flu season. You need as much as you can to help you out.
A little garlic, and then I think steak, I think horseradish.
Absolutely.
But if you can get the fresh horseradish.
Does it make a big difference?
Oh, it's so much better.
Are you going to, like, slap me that I even asked that?
No, it's okay. No, we might stop talking about it. No.
It does make a big difference.
It makes a big difference because you got to think that, you know, once I cut this, and it's going to turn color on me, so a lot of the horseradish you get has been pickled or put into milk, and so it mellows it.
Right.
So you have to add so much more. Whereas if you take it fresh, I mean, you can smell this. Like,
you just need a tiny.
Yeah, your eyes start to water.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So just start chewing on that, and they'll be like, whoo. Yeah, don't leave it on the counter. If the kids start chewing on that, you're in trouble. And then cilantro. Now here's the thing I know. People like, oh, cilantro. It's
I'm all right with it now. I've made peace with it.
I've kind of started to warm up to it again, but in moderation. You know, it is one of those ingredients that will just take over everything.
Totally.
So, and then I got a little soy sauce.
Okay, nice.
And if you don't like soy sauce, you could do a little apple cider, or if you want to go a little tropical, throw a little pineapple juice in there. You just want something to really tenderize, you know. And then I've got some nice strip loin steaks, and I'm just going to put that in there like that. And what you do is you just every, you know, half hour or so just keep turning it over, but you pop them in the fridge. And minimum of 2 hours you want to marinate them.
Okay.
But, you know, you can leave them, this is not too, like if it was wine, no longer than 2 hours, because it's going to cook it.
Right.
This is fine. You can leave it in there 3-4 hours, and it's going to be great.
But not necessarily overnight, Jace?
No, it will start to cook it. I mean, you can, but it will end up being, you know, it's going to actually dry it out a little bit.
Right.
But what I did is I took those steaks, and look at those. Isn't that awesome?
They look amazing.
Well, and because of the actual sugar in the soy sauce, they glaze really great. So I just threw them on the barbecue. You know, if you don't have time, you can pan fry them too. But you get a really nice charred steak, and then you want to chill it down.
You should just put that in the bento box.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
You know,
don't even put a fork in there.
Can you imagine us sitting at your desk? You know, and I'm typing away on the computer. I'm just having my lunch.
Yeah, I'm just eating my lunch.
No, yeah.
Weird.
Maybe let's refine it a little bit. So. But, you know, again, let it chill down. Let the juices, you know, kind of stay within the steak. You know, if you cut it when it's warm, it's going to lose that. And then you just basically, you've got your steak. Now I've got nice julienne pepper. Look at this. Red peppers, yellow peppers. There's no green peppers.
No green peppers. Yes. We know how you feel about them, but you can have some fun and add whatever you want to see in your
scallions
tacos,
in there, or green
right?
onions, and then blue cheese.
Oh yeah, baby.
Blue cheese.
That's gonna pack some punch.
Well, again, horseradish. You know, steak and blue cheese. I think it's a staple, isn't it? So
absolutely.
You know, and then what I did is I actually just took the soft taco, you know, soft wraps, and grilled them at the same time as my steak, thinking ahead. So I'm not. And all you do is simply just mix this up, and you can put a dressing on this if you want, but I think we've got enough going on with the cheese.
Well, also, if it's going to be sitting in your, you know, it might be sitting in your fridge overnight. You probably don't want to put the dressing on yet, because then you'll have sloppy tacos.
But that is something that's going to hold. It's going to give you great flavor.
That looks really good.
But I wanted a nice sauce with this, so what I did is I actually made a mustard and tomato relish. And the recipe's on the website, but literally all I did was I took some tomatoes, a little bit of vinegar, a little sugar, cooked it down. I threw a little mustard in there, and now there's no dressing on here, but you can like just dip it in there and away you go.
That's the way to do it. Okay, lunch is ready. Now you also have a dessert in our bento box, which is kind of fancy. And you're using fresh fruit, peaches.
I know, fresh fruit. What was I thinking? Chocolate bar and away you go. No. But you know, you can eat, you know, healthy for lunch. Of course, I threw a bit of sugar in there, but you know, and butter. But okay, forget that.
A lot of butter.
Okay,
whatever.
You can eat with flavor. But what I did is I took butter, honey, brown sugar, melted it in a pot. Cut up my peaches into wedges, roasted them off. When they come off, I threw in some fresh basil, some almonds.
Oh, so good.
Allow that to chill down, and you end up with a really flavorful roasted peaches. I mean, look at this thing.
That looks amazing.
You know, who said, you know, you're sitting in the office, Everybody else is off to the restaurant, fast food, and you're eating roasted peaches.
Oh, this is way better than anything anyone else has at work. You should brag, okay? If this is your lunch, feel free to let everyone know. Yeah. Look at my lunch.
And again, I want a little sauce on there, so I just took fresh, you can use Greek yogurt, any yogurt you want.
Yeah.
I just folded in a little bit of fresh honey, a little bit of cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, put some whatever you like in there. But just drizzle that. Right,
I think that's a brilliant idea for a sauce, though, for this.
Oh, it's so fresh, you know,
yeah,
and it's
that's
fruit
great.
and yogurt. That's what you're having, right? But, you know, you look at it in the actual box, I mean, how easy it is. You've got the sauces separated off. You just mix it in. You eat it right out of the box. You fold it up, throw it back in your purse.
That's so good.
You know, and then when you get home, you throw it in the dishwasher, and you have a gourmet adult lunch.
That's a good lunch. Cool? You don't need fast food when you've got that. Cityline.ca for all these recipes. And now that you have Jason's deluxe lunch meal, you actually need the Fuel Bento box, right? So thanks to Trudeau, you're all going to get one. You'll take one. Look at that. I can't give you the taco,